Hello, I'm Brother Bob. Welcome to the Works of Art in Excel spreadsheet website through Etsy. Today I want to go through one of my 6 programs that I carry, which is the monthly expense spreadsheet. Now, technically 2 because the calendar is attached, but let's take a look at it. The monthly expense spreadsheet is one of the best tools anyone could use, not only by itself, but certainly with their rideshare or DoorDash efforts. It works perfect hand in hand, and it enhances everything you're already doing on a weekly basis. So I'm going to go through that with you here and show you exactly what I mean. As you'll notice the examples in the calendar section, there's plenty you can do to make this fun and exciting. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. I want to show you exactly what it looks like as it is on my desktop, January, and I have February coming soon. So let's get into what it looks like when you open it up in the master template. You're going to start out every time by making sure your monthly home expenses are all set up for the month. And you're going to go through each and every expense you have, and you're going to list it here one at a time and put in how much that monthly cost is. It'll total up on the bottom, and you'll see at a glance exactly how much you're spending every month. It'll break it down weekly, then break it down daily. What's going to happen is within that framework, I have it set for 28 days. The 25-day goal log, which right here you'll notice is just off, so I'm going to change the size of this page. That's all you have to do in case you see that. You'll notice here the 25-day goal log is set up for 25 days. It gives you a buffer for every month. So that way, if you miss a day or so, it doesn't hurt you. So 25 days, if you do that for 25 days, you'll meet your monthly expenses at a minimum there. So you stick with that. It transfers over to the next tab, which breaks down the month by the week. For each 7 days, you'll see exactly what it is you need to make every day. And when you start putting in your totals, as you will see here, it will automatically calculate, and you'll see in the first 7-day average how it shows you where you land on the 7th day, or where you're approaching. So let's just say I had $150 on that 7th day. You'll notice now that I'm $6.77 over per day on average. Now, if I just did $50 that day, it goes down. Now I'm short $7.51 per day on average. So it goes on like that, and it'll continue to do that. If you just work weekly, you just put your weekly check in there, and you'll be able to see it break down. Okay, I want to go over to the missed days section, and I've highlighted all this in red. To me, this is simply a discipline style of operating, and it keeps me on track so I don't miss any days too often in a month because I've been moody or decided to take a couple days off, and I just didn't think about how fast those days can add up. So this keeps me on track. It allows me to see exactly where it is that I'm going to be putting my efforts, especially if I'm missing more than a few days. And So it gives me an at-a-glance view of also what I'm doing throughout the whole month as the month progresses. So it's a lot of fun. You can have a lot of fun with the notes. You can put whatever you need in there, and it's a good discipline. Moving on to the calendar to-do list section. This is how it comes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can keep it like that, or you can simply highlight and hit your delete button on the upper right-hand corner of your keyboard. Highlight, delete. Highlight, delete. Or you could use those numbers. I specifically put that in there for a couple of reasons. One, I used to use it like that back in the day. But two, you might want to. And if you don't, you can just highlight and delete. Simple as that. It takes about 3 seconds. And I'm actually going to go through this with you in real time, pretty much. And I'm not going to speed anything up to show you how simple this really is. So here we are. We're going to look at the month of next month. We're going to start putting together. It's Valentine's Day month, so I'm going to think about those kind of colors. And we begin on the 1st. So let's go ahead and start there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And we're going to continue doing that throughout the whole thing. We're going to get a certain size, bold. You have fully editable in each and every cell in those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 category. And I'm just going to highlight, paste, and we're going to go on and continue to create this together. We're going to have some fun. That's what we're doing here. We're having fun. All right. So you'll notice also on the sides, this vertical, week 1, week 2, week 3, very faint. But this also is kind of keep you, tuned to where you are at a glance. So what am I doing here right now? I'm just going to go ahead and change the color of the things to do. That text never changes. It doesn't go away. You can't erase it. It's there, but you can camouflage it. Right now, I'm spicing it up. I want to find a color scheme and everything that looks right. And all I'm going to do is copy paste it. Well, actually, in this section, you can't copy paste. In this section here, you have to go through each and every one the way I'm doing it, which is basically holding the shift key down and moving the arrow button to direction I want to highlight, and then just hitting those buttons up there that are already formulated since I've already kept them in place. Simple. I just highlight, and then 1, 2, 3, we're done. See how simple that is? Okay, so we got that. We know that we're not going to be using this area. So let's go ahead and just get rid of this area, just these 2 boxes. We're going to go ahead and just put a color scheme in place, and we can deal with that color scheme later. See, all I need to do is just make the things to do today text the same color as the background, and it disappears. Go ahead and add a border. Now I'm going to make this border maroon. Clearly making it maroon inside and out. And we're going to do that throughout the whole thing. Okay, inside the numbers. Let's make that a nice color. I don't think that's the color I want to go with. Where's the color? All right, that's perfect. Yeah, that's a perfect Valentine's color. And then we just continue doing that. Highlight, paste, and then the next one, let's get her done. Paste in week 5. We'll come back to the remaining boxes we're not going to use. Now for the remaining boxes, we're just going to go ahead and do what we did for the first 3. We're going to highlight this area. We're going to make the background the same color as the other top part and simply delete the numbers. There you have it. Okay, at this stage, we're going to go ahead and start updating the border section here. And simply, this one's already done that way, but I'm clearly going to go through it and make it proper all the way around. And there you have it. And it's attention to detail like this that's going to make things stand out. So I'm doing this with you to show you it's not that hard. If I can do it, you can do it. It's a fun hobby to do, is to take care of your personal day. It's great to get the kids involved, that's for sure. And get them involved and they can create the next month. I always start creating the next month in the middle of every month, just to kind of get the feel for how I want it to come together. So it clearly looks like it's supposed to. I got it. Okay, so let's start adding the numbers on this calendar so it starts to look like an actual calendar. It's real easy to do. I think we all know how to count. Just move in each box side by side. Hit the number, arrow key over, the number, arrow key over, the number, arrow key over. I guess that's how you do it. Enter. You could do it that way, and then you have to move the thing over. However you want to do it. It's fun. You can involve the little kids, and it's a lot of fun. So what I want to do, and I've been lately doing this, putting in the month in one of those boxes I'm not using. And we can play around with it, have fun with it, make it look a certain way. I think we can pretty much find the right feel from fooling around with colors. You get better at it over time too. I'm not that great. It's good enough for me. It gives me what I want to look at. I like it. And that's all that matters. This is your calendar. You can make it however you wish. If you decide to get a little, take 10, 20 minutes out of your day to do this, you'll have a finished calendar. This literally doesn't take that long. If you eventually get good at it, you can actually recreate these calendars faster than you first started. That's for sure. I can tell you that's a fact for me. So at this stage of the game, let's start filling up the calendar. This is a workout day, so let's work out on this day. And so we're gonna say Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're gonna say those are the workout days. Let's copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. It's really that simple. You can fill the whole month up, and it looks like I'm skipping a week. So I guess I'm not going to work out that week. Hey, that's my prerogative, I guess. I'm skipping that week. I don't know. So, and then you can just make the thing however you want it to look. You can highlight it. You can bold it. You can make it super big. Kind of looks stupid like that. But you see, you can do anything you want. You can make it a highlighted situation, whatever. So, okay, so from here, I'm going to fix that workout. I don't like the way that looks. Okay, from here, I actually used it mostly for an at-a glance at my bills because it's a monthly home expenses and they work from one side to the other. And I like to know exactly what's going on and when. So I put my bills in on those days. I make sure they're paid. It's that simple. It's my calendar, nobody else's business. So I can kind of put on there what I need to put on there. And eventually, I'll go back to this particular year, 2023, when I'm in the future, and I'll be able to see on this day what I paid. It's real simple. It's a great tool. It's a great tool to help people get their crap together. Okay, so what do we do when we're done with the days? What I like to do is I like to 25% gray on the cell, and here you'll notice I grabbed the day of the month. I don't do that, and I'll fix that in just a bit. But what I'll do is I'll highlight that, and then I'll also make the text 20 or 50% gray, I think it is. It's the top, just below black, I think it is. It's just enough to show that that day is done. And you can see at a glance, and you'll see it'll look better when I fix it. The 50% gray for the text helps it seem like that day is done. To me, in my head, and it's a good habit that I've created over the last couple of years or so in doing this for myself. And then laundry day. You just put in laundry day on the day it's laundry day. Let's do a smoothie night, okay? And I love smoothie nights. And smoothie night, that should be bold, and that should be purple. Bold, I like that purple. There you go. That's it. Doesn't that look like something you want to go to? Let's do it again. I'm not going to do it a couple days later, but I will do it the following week. But just to give you an idea, you just copy and paste. Just copy and paste. Okay, so there's that. You get an idea of how this tool can really work in your favor, just taking 10, 15 minutes to set something up like this. And I've set this up in such a way so it is fully editable to do what you need to do for your calendar, for your month, for whatever it is you need every month. At a glance, to me, is the simplest way to do things because we are all busy and we all have things going on. So, as you can see, I fixed the calendar to make it kind of flow a little bit better, and it's exactly how I do it now. Finally, what we want to do is you always want to save as, and I could have probably started with this. Save as the month, whatever it is, February 2023. And then you're good. So your master file, your master template will be the master template, and you always draw from there. Because you fixed that, you did that one, you set it up, and now all you have to do is keep going. And what you'll probably do is work between these two tabs. Calendar, 25-day log. Calendar, 25-day log, because you already set up the first tab. So there you have it. Hope this serves you well. I hope this video helps you in deciding to move forward with this monthly home expenses spreadsheet in addition to what you're already doing. Take care.